Hey guys, I'm waiting for. Okay, I'm waiting for Zoe to join me right now because she just let me know that someone is. Okay, I'm like that person that don't think you've gotten away with something or you won if I'm crying. If I'm crying, you better run. Okay? How dare you? Whoever is being a freaking sociopathic internet bully to probably the nicest freaking people on the damn internet, don't care, not modest. Oh, here comes Zoe now. Oh, yes. Oh, freaking yes. I just streamed. Zoe.
I'm so disappointed.
I'm not disappointed. I am like, get your head in the game. You
I'm
look
going.
really cute, by the way. Okay, here's Stephanie Smith says she is so sad that the bin pickers are not making any videos anymore. I just my brain cannot wrap around. Alana wants to know what's drama. Okay, so apparently you actually saw the video about
Yes.
it.
So they do
So
What's Sold Sunday every Sunday. And today,
okay, I can't hear you real good, so try and
sorry.
up your mic, maybe.
Okay. Let's see. Is that any better?
A little, but I think
Okay.
you just got to be closer to it.
Okay. So every Sunday they do What's Sold Sunday, and this time in the title it says What's Sold Sunday, and then a line break, canceled. And then I was like, what? And I was like, well, maybe they're just not doing it this week or something. And I watch it, and as I'm watching it, I'm looking at the comments, and everyone's like, oh, I'm so sorry to see you guys go. And then I'm watching the video, and in the first couple of minutes, they're like, yep, this is it. We get too many mean comments. G said that people make mean comments when he talks about buying AMC stock, which is absurd. And that people make comments about their kids. So I looked back at their last couple of videos in the comments, trying to find some nasty comments. I didn't see anything.
They probably deleted them. I mean, that they probably, hopefully people reported them. I know when I get, sometimes, a lot of times when I'm getting notifications of like spam or little nasty comments on my videos, I go in to delete them and they're already gone. So somebody's
but
already
did you
solved
watch?
it.
So they didn't do a video this week, and I'm sure it's because they were thinking about leaving. And the week before on Thursday, because she stopped getting ThreadUp boxes because they increased the Alana, I think so. They increased the designer boxes to 120, so she wasn't going to get them anymore. But last Thursday, she did one with Rose, and her daughter Rose is like the sweetest kid ever. She always wears little rose headbands. She sews stuff to fix for them, and they did a fun box and a designer box together. And I'm like, what kind of crazy person would say something mean about Rose?
Any child. Not, I mean, just let's take away the fact that this is the nicest freaking family on the internet to begin with.
Well,
okay?
Do you watch Jamie, aka the Bag Lady? Jamie,
what?
Do you ever watch Jamie, aka the Bag Lady?
Mm-mm.
So she has a teenage son, and he popped on one of her videos one time, and he was swearing. He was swearing like a truck driver, and she got a lot of nasty comments. And she's like, "But guys, that's my kid." And I'm like, "Well, Jamie, don't have your 17-year-old on there dropping F-bombs every other word." But I still, like I was saying, and I'm sure like a lot of you guys agree, if I watch a video and I don't like it, I can stop watching it. I don't need to write something nasty about your family.
Exactly. Okay. Don't talk about children.
No.
That's like really, really simple. You don't talk, you don't attack, you don't abuse a child. Number one, it's actually illegal in several states. So I think they live in Oklahoma. So they may want to check their legislation in Oklahoma to see if there is internet protection laws. I know here in Florida there are. So it's actually called internet stalking. And depending on the level of it, it can be a felony. So don't be with kids. Y'all know what words are wanting to come out my mouth. So
Yep.
that's happening. Okay, Alana says you definitely have to have a thick skin when you're dealing with anything on the internet. True. I mean, I got people threatening to kill me, and I show close. Okay, but once they go for a kid, yeah, you.
But
I mean,
think
as
about it.
parents, they're okay. They're in Indiana,
Yeah.
so we'll check what the legislation is there for internet.
But
But
they're full
oh
time,
my
right?
god,
But they resell full time, and they have over 13,000 viewers. They have 13,000 viewers, right, on YouTube, and for them to step away, that's going to be a huge
and that is
financial
something. I
hit.
mean, they definitely, you know, they're a family that made that choice to be able to spend more time with their children. I think they do homeschool some. I'm not sure if all the kids are homeschooled. You know, I've homeschooled before too, and it's not like crazy people. Well, I am crazy. I don't know. Maybe. But they made a choice to do a job that they can give back to a community that they're in, because they give, you know, back information. They're fun, they're sweet, they bring people in, they bring customers in, you know, to all of our closets, because if people are going in to look at something in their closet, you know, they're going to see stuff in ours too. So they help other, and their son, the 15-year-old, he's already made a listing. He made a listing, what do you call it, a listing bot thing, you know, like
Yeah.
closet hole, that kind of thing. So at 15 years old, he's made that, you know, and it's probably one of the least expensive ones out there.
Yep.
You know, it's nice bare bones, so people starting out can have an option that is within, you know, the budget. It may not have all the bells and whistles that, you know, these other ones have, but, you know, he's creating a business at 15. He's programming at 15. He's got a business now at 15. The little kids, they're, you know, they're doing stuff too now, that they pick out stuff and it gets listed, and that's like special treat money or whatever
Yep.
to them. But they do have, I'm very sure, a huge part of, yeah, Ohana's like helping me
Yeah, the
remember
sharing tool.
words. I'm
Yep.
sorry. I'm old. Words fall out of my head all the time. Um, you know, I'm very sure when they're sitting there making their budget, what they have to live
Of
on to
course.
take care of their family, a huge part of that is income from YouTube and
Well,
Instagram and stuff like that. And
yep.
you know, that's part of what you have to make that choice to
Yeah.
make it a full time. So maybe now they're gonna have to go and get freaking jobs, not be able to spend as much time with their kids.
Well, I hope that G is making a ton of money on his AMC stock, and that it's going to be a trade-off. And just so everyone knows, they're going to do one more video. They're going to do one more video next Tuesday. They're going to open a box from their friend Van. You know, Van?
Oh yeah, I like him.
And then that's it.
Okay, we have got to figure out a way to keep them. The safety of their children is the number one response. And I mean, I 10,000% appreciate that. If that, you know, is really something that can't be worked around, like we can't figure out some way to help them,
right,
that protects their kids. I mean, that's the thing, is like, guys, we have got to, as a community, figure out how we can keep them on YouTube and Instagram.
But it must be several times, right? Like they didn't get one bad comment.
Yeah. I mean, I'm sure that is.
So they're obviously having repeat problems with repeat people sending them nasty messages, and I'm so shocked.
I know. I don't. Okay, so here's on it. It's definitely a downside to becoming a bigger channel and becoming more well known. Just like for actors, there
Yeah.
was a downside to that kind of success. Very much a shame. Yeah, and I totally get that, and I have actually lived that.
No, I remember.
My son was a kid actor. Not shocked. People are scum.
Yeah.
And we had really bad situation. We belong to a group called Biz Parents, which is like for parents of kids that are in the industry. And they let me know one day, like the two ladies that kind of run it, they're like, your son's pictures are on the pedo page.
Oh, great.
So they had stolen pictures of my son from his IMDb page, which IMDb is like the
Right.
encyclopedia of
Yep.
the industry, whatever.
Yep.
So they'd stolen pictures from his IMDb page and posted it on this site that's pedophiles sharing pictures. I'm the wrong person to F with my kid. I told the ladies, bring some popcorn, watch this. And like I went on there and I when somebody like posts a picture, if you look in the code, like the HTML code, or
You can see where it
now
came
it's
from.
CSS code and stuff, you can actually see where they're pulling it
Yeah.
from. So I actually went to all of those photo sites and I'm like, here's where your pictures are going to. You might
Copyright.
want to check the background.
Yeah.
I'm
Copyright
sending this
infringement.
to
Yeah.
the FBI.
Yeah.
And it was hilarious to me in a way because it's like all of a sudden these guys are like ants that you've dumped a bunch of cereal out for them to get. They're like freaking out because one after the other, their pictures, their accounts are getting shut down.
Yeah.
And I'm like, you don't mess with me and a kid. That's it. And so, and that did end up, that was a big part of why I didn't really kind of suggest that he keep going with it. It was kind of
Yeah.
like after the thing with the Omen didn't go. Like he was the vice president of Fox Motion Pictures choice for Damien in that remake of the Omen.
Yep.
But the director like wanted this other kid he had met at a thing. So it's like this big drama where it was like every other day it's like, okay, we're gonna need him to go to Prague, and then it would fall through. But you know, it is a situation where you have to think about, okay, are these people violent? Are these people just trolls that, you don't really have a true, they're, if they're not a real threat, which
But they don't. They must
that's
have
where,
both. They must think they have a
yeah.
combination. Because
And that's the
again,
big thing is finding out, is this just trolls, which are probably like bored freaking kids that are in a freaking state where they don't have to go to school, so they're bored and they're trolling people on the internet instead of going to school. Um, or if there's an actual threat, now we need to know, like, hopefully they've reported those, they've gotten IP addresses, because now they need to go for the police. Don't just cut off. We need to be there to support them and say, you need money for lawyers. We're going to help whatever we as a community can do to help support them. Because if it's just a bunch of little trolley kids,
right.
let's have a couple police officers go to their house.
But so Michelle and G have been doing this for 5 years.
Yeah.
5 years. And they've had their kids on and off for 5 years. So for it to get bad enough, and they post at least twice a week,
Mm-hmm.
and for it to be so bad that they are going to step away from this income, from this community, I feel terrible about it.
Yeah.
And it makes me nervous for everybody else. How about Quenby? Quenby's got Torvald on there every Friday.
Yeah.
God help somebody who says something about Torvald. right? I
Oh,
mean,
yeah. But I mean, that's Rose, a little girl. What are you freaking kidding me? Um,
yeah, and she had like the 5-year-old do a fun box too.
the little boy.
Yeah,
Yeah,
and
he was so cute.
yeah, so cute. And he kept,
I like Christmas time when they did the whole
yeah,
family. It was so adorable. Okay, Freckled Heart, thank you for joining us. She says, "Well, I have my granddaughter on
I
our
know you
channel.
do.
She loves it, but this makes me rethink that." Yeah. Okay, I'm gonna be honest with you guys, just from coming from that background where my kid was, in the public eye or whatever. And I mean, he wasn't even like in anything big. He was like basic stuff. Um, like local stuff, and then he did like one movie in LA, but it went straight to video. Um, but even that, you have people like the pedophiles. They don't just look for in the public eye, like a big public eye. This kind of stuff, doing videos, they're getting screenshotted.
Oh yeah,
That's reality, is that if you have a kid on your Instagram, on your YouTube, anything like that, they're going to be getting screenshotted and it's going to be getting shared.
my
So
my
don't,
nephews are not on the internet. My
yeah.
my brother and his wife won't let us put any pictures of them on Instagram or Facebook or anything. And I'm like, your kids aren't special. Nobody wants your kids,
No,
but it
I
doesn't
mean,
matter.
no. That these guys that I was taking out, they were trading pictures, screenshots from Little League,
Yep,
the Little League World Series,
yep.
screenshots from movies. There was one they were posting was from the newspaper. It was a kid that won freaking science fair. His picture was in the local paper. They're putting that up there.
Yep.
So this is a reality, because it's probably not that level issue for them. It's probably just some jealous jerk or bored teenagers that are doing this, because they I mean, if you can't do better than a freaking 3-year-old is doing on her business, throwing stuff on,
Yeah.
or however. How old is Rose? She's like 6 or 7, right?
No, I mean, she sews and stuff. I mean, I don't know how old she cooks. I mean, she bakes. She bakes.
Oh, okay. So you're not talking about the little one.
Well,
Which
she's
one's
young.
the
She's young.
youngest?
Yeah, I mean, she's the one who like sews for them and she cooks and she she
Okay.
she was on. If you look like from 2 Thursdays ago, she's done a couple videos.
Okay.
And I would guess she's like early teens, but I'm not. You
Okay.
never know. I don't want to say
Yeah,
something that offends
and
them.
I forget, because I know they have 5 or 6 kids, right?
Yeah, like 5 kids. Yeah,
5 kids. Yeah. So
but
I'm
I don't
sorry.
know that we
I
can fix
only have
this.
one that I have to keep track.
Yeah, I mean, Holly, I don't know that we can fix this, but I'm not sure we can fix this. But to be purely selfish, I'm really gonna miss seeing them. I
Yeah.
learned a lot from them, and I really enjoy. Good. Like God bless.
Yeah.
I mean, I really it makes me smile on Sundays to watch their videos.
So Rose is 17.
She's
Alana
17.
says she looks about 12
Yeah,
or so, and Stephanie says she's 17.
yeah, yeah. She's a teen.
Yeah. I mean, it's if she's that old, like teen, that sounds like maybe her peers, like
Well, I
that
don't even want to think that it's
jealous.
bullying.
It's probably somebody local to them then that's jealous, that's not really actually in our community.
Yeah.
Which, like if we could figure out if it was somebody in our community, we could just nail her. And Alana, hopefully I'm saying your name correctly, Alana. Wow, I would have thought younger. Have you seen 17-year-olds? Yeah, exactly.
Well,
but that's part of that family.
But yeah, but see, and I
have...
don't want to speculate live. I don't want to speculate about what people would say about Rose, because I don't want to say anything that could be offensive. But Alana's correct. She looks younger than she is, and so I have no idea. I can't imagine who would want to target somebody so lovely. But she is in a vulnerable place because she looks younger than she is. Yeah. And so you could hurt somebody's feelings.
Great.
it's just, it's tragic.
Knowing that she's 17, that's definitely putting me in the mind now that this is someone local to them that's just jealous of her because
Yeah.
she's got, what did you say? They got like 13,000 viewers.
13,000 followers. Yeah.
Yeah. So, I mean, she's jumped right in. She doesn't, their family has already done the hard work and they've gotten to this place that they're at because of that hard work, because of being
Yeah.
a giant light to the community, and just good people, their kids are polite,
Very. And they're so
kind,
sweet.
and just like you're saying that we would have thought that she was younger because 17-year-olds nowadays got all the hoochie going on. So
Yeah, Rose is hoochie free.
yeah, well, I can't say a lot because at 18 I was in the army in Europe and I was wearing skirts, that are this big. But it is a thing where it's like, this is a family that it's like all I can think is pure. They're just a pure family.
But
so
that's why,
how can you go for something like that unless you're just an idiot troll?
Well, but like Freckled Heart just said, right? And I watch Freckled Heart's videos. I see your bag unboxings, your shoe unboxings. I saw your designer unboxing that you got for your daughter for her birthday. I see, and you have 2 granddaughters that are on there. The little one and the bigger one. The bigger one is a good helper. But when I think about this, right, and I don't want you to rethink having your grandchildren on there. I think they add to the video. They clearly like it. I want to see Torvald on Friday with Quimby. I like that. I think, and it shows who people really are. It's like lets people in to see what your real life is like, and I think that that's sort of nice. And so this, I understand why it would make you nervous because this is a family that you think would be like attack proof, and clearly nobody is.
Yeah, and I mean the hard part, like I said, because I did come up from a situation where there were security risks that we had to look at. And that's why I chose to have him go out of the real world. And we just like had the kids start doing like making their own little movies for like film festival things. So that is like a tighter community. There's not as many people that are going to see their stuff. So they were still able to do things that they wanted to do. It just wasn't like the real jobs anymore. And it wasn't stuff that was getting put out there. But you have, I don't even know how to word this.
I know. I mean, it's hands down, it's disappointing. It's disappointing to see. And I hate that anyone in the community would get scared away. I was just explaining to my mom how when I told people about my scary time at the bins, everybody right away was like, it happens to me. Here's how you handle it. Don't let it get you down. I mean, everyone in the community is so thoughtful and supportive. And so again, I don't think that these are resellers watching the video, giving them a hard time.
Yeah. And that's the thing, like what Freckle Heart is saying, that it's a blow to their family, obviously, because that's income. That could affect their entire,
of course,
life plan, not just internet. I mean, that can affect, are they going to stay reselling? Are they going to, open a business? Now they're in a situation where they're having to make new life plans for their family because some idiot wants to be sociopathic. And it definitely, if it was somebody in our community, they would never sell another piece of anything ever again. But if it's a kid, there's still laws in place, and I want to be able to help make sure that they know we're here to support them. If you want to do what you can legally do to to protect your child and to say, this, what you're doing isn't right. Oh, well, a lot of people are like, well, why are you going to mess up some other kid's future because they were being mean on the internet?
Well,
Don't be mean on the internet, and then
but
you don't screw up your future because you're messing with her future.
But you know what I think, Holly, is that in some ways it doesn't surprise me. They're being really brave.
Yeah.
This decision they're making, I think, is really incredibly brave because it is going to impact their family, and they are adored, and they are like a staple part of the community. And for them to have made this decision was not easy. And I think it's very brave of them to say, the right choice for my family is to step away.
Yeah. And it is really hard. And that's where it is that question of, was this choice made because you don't know how to act?
Well, I think they're pretty savvy.
Like, if are they making this choice just based on, a fear that they don't know how to handle? Do they know that there's legal paths that they can go? I want to,
but maybe they don't want to deal with
them and say, how can we help you? What are the things, that maybe were part of your pros and cons decision? And is there anything that we can do to help you overcome any of the hurdles? Either helping them look up the laws, helping them with getting civil suits.
But Holly, my guess is that they didn't do a video all week. So they obviously thought a lot about it. Yeah. And my guess is that they made a decision that it's not worth it to them to have to get the authorities involved and to have to make this whole big to-do, because that kind of exposure and that kind of risk isn't worth it to them. And I can respect that, and I think it's very brave, but it's disheartening either way. And I mean, it doesn't lessen how much I'll miss them. And and again, they took steps. The comments are gone, right? I mean, I didn't look at every video, but I looked at the last two, and I looked at the one they did with Rose, and I didn't see any comments about Rose. So they have taken steps, but that's all they want to do, and they don't want to. That's not something they want to handle.
Yeah,
and I get that.
Maybe there's something that we can do. Stephanie is also, saying you're. I guess I'm just like because I was an MP in the Army.
Yeah.
So I'm like always on the side of, okay, I'm going to take you down. And like I took down okay, I know the legal way to take care of these people selling kids pictures is to contact the places where they keep their pictures and say, this information is going to you, but if you don't want to drop their account, it's also going to the FBI, and that got action. So that's kind of like my mind frame is that kind of thing. Also, if somebody's making threats, like I've got a couple people like psychic, I don't even know what I pissed this person off with, but somebody keeps sending me some death threats, and I'm like, you do understand that I'm like really heavily armed at all times. I'm just like not the part. I'm the old granny.
Do you have a gun holder on your walker? Do you have a place to hold your gun on your walker?
I was actually going to put one under the seat, but instead I have a concealed carry purse.
Oh, okay.
So yeah, great. So like I'm on my walker, and I'm just, I'm having a hard time getting out. I don't even have to take it out of the purse. I can just reach my hand in and shoot them through the purse. I mean, I've even told some of the people on DPL, I had this guy like get in my face screaming at me because I just told him that he had walked into the Home Depot, and this was before, like now we're mask free down here.
Right.
But the lady had just told him, hey, the worker said you need a mask. And I just said, hey, she said you need a mask. And I mean, he's probably like 6'5". I'm 5'5". I hate to admit it because I lost an inch. I'm 5'5". This guy is like towering over me, just screaming in my face, calling me all kinds of names. I was like, dude, I was just telling you what she said. Have a nice
Yeah.
day. And after he like got mad again and then like stormed out, the workers there are like, I can't believe you did that. If somebody got in my face like that, I'd punch them. I'm like, you don't understand. Number one, I'm armed. That's a lot of paperwork. Number two, my son works at the jail and he'd be the one doing the paperwork. So he'd be pretty pissed off at me.
Yeah.
So, and I was like, but hey, somebody comes in, active shooter, I got your back. Stand behind me and I've got extra
But
clips.
I think Stephanie's right though. I think Stephanie's right in that I think they're smart people. I think they know what their options are, and they've made a
Yeah.
really tough choice to choose the option, which is to step away.
Yeah. Oh, man. So, I mean, I'm sure that they're looking at a long-term plan as well. But maybe there's something like we can do as a community, maybe set up a GoFundMe. Well, GoFundMe, they take money. So like
Yeah.
maybe if anybody knows their PayPal,
We should all
because
go
they
to the
probably have.
movies. We should all have to go to the movies so G becomes a millionaire. That's what we have to do. We all have to
No,
go to
but
see an
look,
AMC
let's do
movie.
this. Like if we all um Stephanie says she has also used a walker. She has cerebral
Mace.
palsy and she carries mace.
Yeah.
Honestly, being disabled and, Stephanie probably really understands this too. It's like people underestimate me and I'm sure Stephanie, we're looked at as easy target, and with the way things are going nowadays, I'm not easy target for you to prey on.
But
That
but
just so
Michelle
you
and
know.
G, but Michelle and G are an easy target. They go to church on
Yeah.
Sunday. They're wholesome. I mean, again, I'm a little embarrassed thinking about them watching this because I'm saying so much about them and I've never met them. I
Right.
don't know them personally, and it feels. I hope it doesn't feel insincere because I'm not. But you know, uh, again, there's just sort of a funny family to target. It shows you that nobody's off limits, and
Yeah.
again, I just think it's going to impact the whole community because, like
Yeah.
Freckled Heart was saying, now she's thinking about having her kids on, and when they
Yeah,
first,
I mean, that definitely is going to all of the families. Wendy has her daughter who's a teenager on.
yeah,
Um, who is the other one? There's somebody else that always does stuff with her. Oh, dang it. She has three daughter or two daughter. She's got an. I think
the one
there's
with her
her.
daughter Kaylee, because there's one who's
Yes. Yeah,
yeah,
she has like multiple kids and they
yeah,
do like cooking together.
yeah,
They do openings of like the
snack
kid
boxes,
boxes. You
yeah,
know, now is she gonna pull her kids off? And again, that's another family that they're making an income because they're making videos. And part of the video attraction is the fact that this is nice, normal family. So you have you this is not just an attack on them. They're pulling back because of an attack on their child. So now people are going to have to reevaluate.
yeah,
Do I want to keep putting my child in the light when something could be going on? It could invite issues later, and I mean, I'm glad mine is too old now and he actually works at the
yeah.
jail. So, but,
Well,
I have with him the fact this is his company, really,
right,
kind of thing. Um, but he works at the prison. So I kind of do the video stuff for him because he doesn't want to do it anymore. And I think a lot of that does have to do with the stuff that happened when he was a kid, the things that
yeah,
people were saying and kind of threats that were made and stuff like that. But, he's 20 something years old. He just doesn't want to be involved in being this part of the business. But he also has the issues that we're having now with the fact that he works for the police,
Yeah.
you
Sure.
know, and so he's got to worry every day that he goes to work. Luckily, we live in an area that's not gonna be anti-police anytime, you
Yeah.
know. But there is that out there. You know, somebody could see one of the videos when he's walking out to work and he's got his uniform on, or the fact that I say he works for the sheriff's department. That could invite those kind of people making attacks.
Well,
So
I wouldn't be surprised if someone in the community does. Oh, of course. But I wouldn't be surprised if someone in the community does a video about YouTube online safety.
yeah,
Because if you watch, right, almost everybody, and when they show the box and they want to show everyone, oh, it's from Mechanicsburg, they cover their own address, right? Or Jack and Ryan, or Vad is Rad, they're always saying, I have a P.O. box. You know, like I have a P.O. box. I don't want anyone to have my home address, right? And I wouldn't be surprised, and I don't think it would be a bad thing.
I got a post office box second month into doing it because
Yep.
I didn't want my address on there. And like I said, if somebody came to my house, they wouldn't like the assortment of tools that we have here. I mean, you know, if you really piss me off, you're gonna get the spear gun because that's gonna be like a whole lot more painful.
Yeah.
You know, I live in an area where everybody has
Well, I
some
hope
kind
that
of, even if it's a spear gun.
yeah.
But,
And Holly, I can't stay on forever. I have to run, but I hope that some people watch this video after we're done, and I'd love to, I'll be curious to see what comments people make
yeah,
on this video, because I just think everybody commented on the bin pickers video right away saying, I understand, but I hate to see you go. But I'm just sort of curious in the community what other people think about this, because I think everyone
right.
should stand up and
And
take
is
notice.
is what they've decided also affecting other people, like Freckled Heart? Are
That's
you
right.
now, you're now rethinking whether you want to have your granddaughter on,
Yeah.
and I'm sure Wendy from Reseller, Wendy is thinking about that. But what I was going to say is that maybe if anybody's bought something from them or knows, Stephanie says she loves watching Cops and the shows. Like I know, me too.
Oh, I like Love After Lockup. That's what I
Okay,
like.
let me get this out real quick because you got to go. If somebody can find out what their PayPal or Cash App or whatever their account is, that like people that buy off of a site send money to, maybe like short term we can at least help them by sending some donations, so that if they're having to transition into another job or into a new income level, at least maybe we can help them for this first month.
Yeah, I mean,
So,
honestly, they didn't address anything about the loss of money on the video, and I'm sure that was on purpose.
yeah,
And my guess is that they're smart people. They've done the math and they figured it out. And I'm more than willing for us to see if they would appreciate support from the community. I don't want to do anything that makes them uncomfortable. But
right.
I think again, let's see if we get any comments on this video, and sort of see what happens in the community. And I definitely want to be there to watch their last video on Tuesday.
Yeah. Yeah, we can definitely live video Tuesday. We can definitely like get on there, and maybe that can be the way we donate is the live video Tuesday. Everybody can do the what is that, like a super chats, so we
Yeah, and
can
you
like
could give all
super
that to
chat
them.
the heck out of them. And if you can't be there for the live, do you know what time the live is? Did they
It's
say?
not going to be live. They're going to pre-record it.
Oh, is it a premiere maybe?
I was going to send them a message. They didn't get the box from Van yet, so they're nervous they're not even going to have it. They didn't get the box from Van yet, so they're actually nervous they won't have that in time for Tuesday, because they've already announced Tuesday will be it. So, I almost sent them a message asking if they would consider doing a premiere,
Right.
because that would help. But
Yeah, if it's a premiere or a live chat, then we can send them super chats and super
yeah,
stickers and give them donations that way. if there's anybody that's actually close with them, because obviously, they're part of our family as far as being part of the reselling and YouTube community, but I don't know them personally. I've talked to them like when I was getting the son's listing program, but that was just like a couple emails. It wasn't like anything
Well,
big.
you
So
know, rags to riches.
yes, Hope.
So Hope knows them and sees them at the bin sometimes, and she has her reseller live tonight. So I'm
Okay.
thinking this will come up in the chat and we'll talk about it. But Hope might be somebody we could ask too, because I don't know
Okay.
that Hope's like been to their house, but she's run
Is
into them at their bins.
is Hope's at 8?
I think it's at 9. It's at 9
Okay.
Eastern, I think.
So Eastern time?
Yeah.
Okay. So let's do that. Everybody
Yeah.
watching, let's go hit up Rax to Riches, which is Hope. Her live tonight, 8 or 9.
9, yeah.
We can check on her channel. So the channel you're looking for is Rax to Riches. I'll put a link on this after it posts.
Awesome.
Let's get in there. Let's see, because I'm sure there's gonna be a lot more people there.
Hope's gonna kill me. That I was like, yeah, we'll have to talk about this with Hope. And
No,
Hope's
she'll be
like,
no, she is another person that their heart is on display, and she also has her kids on occasionally.
That's right.
So it definitely,
and she's no baloney too. Like Hope doesn't take crap, I don't think.
Yeah, and she is like, I love Hope because she also deals with invisible wounds, and that's a big thing for me. You guys know I support Mission 22, which is actually supports veterans that are at risk of suicide. Hope, if you've watched some of her videos, you know that there's family things there and their dynamic, and this kind of stuff can be even worse if you've already got risk factors and then you have this kind of activity that's happening with them. Tammy said she just finished watching their video. Her heart is broken for them and will miss them. Oh, Stephanie has found out they have if they have a Cash App, they can post their cash under the video. All the money will go to them. Yeah. So Hope probably knows them because she's been around a while. And like you said, she's actually seen them in person. She can probably be one. So I'll send her a message and see if she can let us know what their Cash App is. And then we can share that. I'll put it on this video, and then we'll ask Hope to also post it on her video. If anybody else is doing lives or doing any kind of videos this week, let's try and like everybody put it out on your videos too. Put it in the descriptions, say a comment so we can try and get everybody, sending them some love and letting them know that we're here to support them, even if it's $1. Like if 100 of us give $1, that's $100. If it's 10,000 of us give $1, that's $10,000. That can help them get a couple months of having to, change through the system. And if they've got 13,000 followers, I don't have 200 yet, but
I know.
If my 180 followers
they should auction off their followers. They should have a live auction and give away their followers to all of us who aren't monetized. That's how they could give back as a parting gift.
Stephanie says she's going to be there. So tonight we're all going to converge on Hope Rax to Riches video tonight at
9.
It is 9. Wait,
I'm pretty sure. Let me double check.
I'm gonna look on Instagram. She should have it on there. I'm sorry, guys. We are like so crazy right now. Okay, I got create list sending me stuff. At least I'm cool enough on It's 9 p.m. That I had somebody troll when. Well, not troll, but I had like a company come on one of my lives, like asking me if I wanted to buy stuff.
It's 9 p.m. It's
9 p.m. Okay, awesome. So 9 p.m. Eastern time, Rax to Riches. I'll put her link in my description once this loads. Let's get in there. Let's find out what we can do. If they're good with us sending them money, let's try and send in, at least $1. Everybody trying to send like $1, even if that's, all you can do.
Yeah.
And if you have your own Instagram,
But
words, YouTube, anything like that, add this information on there, because especially us that are like small time, like
yeah,
we're under 200. Tammy says she's gonna try her
try your
best to
best. Yeah.
be there.
Good.
Um, so I mean, yeah, we're tiny, Zoe. We know
Yep.
it. We're tiny. Whatever. We're not like trying to be Insta famous or whatever like that. We're having fun. But every one of us little people, or I don't know how to say it without sounding demeaning, but screw it, we're little people,
Yeah.
in this thing. You have like 200 people, and some of the people that follow you don't follow me, so that's like another
Yeah.
handful. So even as small people, if we put it out there on our social media, there may be one or two people that are new, that are following us, that haven't
Yep.
started following the bin pickers yet, or
But
something like that. So
yeah, and the last thing I would say, Holly, is that as sad as this is, it's always good to get a reminder about safety.
yeah,
I hate to say
definitely.
it, but we all need a reality check on this every once in a while. I mean, you're seeing the inside of my house right now. You're not seeing like my address and the door number, but that's the inside of my house,
Right.
and people can see it. So I think although it's a very sad thing, it's good to get the kick in the pants. That's the reminder
Yeah.
that this kind
And I
of thing
mean,
is real.
definitely, if you're doing anything, guys, go get a PO box. I'm just 10,000%. It's like $60 for a year, I think, is what I pay for mine. It's gonna be safer for you. It's for me, I don't know how much safer it is, because I live on a 5 mile by 2 mile island, so it's not like there's a whole lot of places for you to look for me.
No, they could just go door to door. Like,
Yeah,
Holly here? No? Okay.
yeah, but you guys see like outside my house some too, so it's like I think I'm the only red house on my island, but it's just like you're saying, especially when there's kids involved.
Yeah.
We need to talk about that. I think what I might do, I'm going to talk to the ladies from Biz Parents, even though they're a different animal, like they're talking
Well, they
about
may know the
safety
rules.
based on kids that are in
Yeah.
the industry. There's still tips that you can use for basic
Yep.
stuff like this. So I'm going to talk to my Biz Parent ladies. They're so awesome. I mean, they've been around since the 70s when their kids
Yeah.
were child actors. So I'm going to talk to them and see if I can get them to do a kids on the internet safety
Yeah.
video, and maybe that can help people in the community that are allowing their kids to be in the videos, letting their kids do their own videos, even TikTok and stuff like that. I mean,
Yeah.
it's big. There's a lot of kids out there, and they need to understand that if your picture, Zoe, she wants to know what your YouTube is.
Oh, it's Zoe Chat. 2 words. Capital
Yeah.
ZOE.
And it's got an
chat.
underscore between it, right?
No, it's just a space.
Just look up Zoe space chat.
Yeah.
ZOE space chat.
Yep.
And I think you can actually click on her name. Like, type something in the comments, Zoe, and then she should be able to click on your name, and it'll take her to your page. Does anybody know how to so Freckled Heart says she thinks the kid safety video would be great. Okay,
Yeah.
so I'm gonna talk. Oh, I got something in private chat.
Oh no, that was me. I'm not on it on YouTube.
Dang
okay.
it! Now I'm like, it won't go away. Okay, there we go.
Okay.
Now I got to go back to the regular chat. Okay. Okay, so I'm definitely gonna talk to them and try and set it up for this week, because it is very current. It's on people's minds right now. So I think it'll be good for us to get these ladies have decades, not years, decades of experience in how to safely have exposure, especially with kids. Um, so I'm get with them. I'll post it on Instagram and maybe like do it here too. Oh God, my foot is going to sleep and it's like hurts so bad. Um, yeah. I can't. It's just.
No.
Oh my God. Okay, so it's been almost an hour that my head has been exploding here. Stephanie says that she's been thinking about reselling, but she hasn't started, and she just watches a lot of reselling videos.
There's plenty.
Yeah, there's a lot. Like, I mean, seriously,
Thanks, Stephanie.
I know.
Thanks for the subscribe.
So much money coming into reselling by watching videos first. Like how to set up my stuff, all of that, like having inventory bit,
Yeah. The
so
number
much
one
stuff.
thing, though,
So
it's not about sourcing good stuff. It's about...
Here's my list.
Yeah.
Empty Hanger, Nicole State, Jack and Ryan of Jack Valentine, Millie and Molly. Is that her name? Millie and Molly? The one with it's the really cute tiny girl, and she has her mannequin, and it's like her name and the mannequin's name. I don't
know, because Alicia has her mannequin, but Alicia has her mannequin too. But
oh yeah. Well, I mean, Alicia, which is Married Life.
Well, Quenby's very helpful. Quenby is really helpful.
Also has some good videos. So Monica and Millie, there it is. Tammy,
well, and of course,
with the one. Monica
and the bin
and
pickers.
Millie.
And the bin pickers. The bin pickers.
The bin pickers.
I mean, come on. What are we talking about?
I know, but they may scrub their entire channel.
Oh, I know.
Yeah. But all of those people have been around a while, and they've got how-to videos. They've got, the mistakes I made videos, and it's like, listen to those mistakes I made, because y'all see the mistake I made.
Yeah.
This is my inventory room that's listed.
Yeah.
And y'all see my inventory room of stuff that's not listed. So, I'm like the poster child for stop buying so much stuff. But everybody. Okay, so 9:00 Eastern time. It is Eastern time?
Yes.
Okay, 9:00 Eastern time. We're all going to be at Hope's, Racks to Riches.
Yep.
And what'd you say? Becky Park. Yes, I was going to say Becky Park.
Yep.
Courtney, a comment tag.
Becky Park, who also has her kids in some of the videos.
That's true. Her daughters, they're very cute. And she also works with kids because she's a high school.
She's a choir teacher.
Yeah. So she, also has like a lot of insight that she can bring to the effects of the internet bullying, because she probably has seen that with her students.
Yeah.
So, okay, guys.
All right.
We're going to hang off. We will see you guys tonight on Hope, Racks to Riches, 9 p.m. If you're watching this after today, which is Sunday the 6th, obviously we won't be there tonight, but check our videos. We're going to all start putting out either a Cash App or PayPal that you can send money to, or if they ask for something else,
we'll do that.
And then I'm going to go get with my ladies at Biz Parent and try and get a kid safety video up for this week. I'll do like an interview with them. So
cool.
Thank you guys so much for checking in. Really appreciate all the feedback. I mean, y'all had to talk me down from the wall of let's go with fur pits, because I'm like, trying to give everybody pitchforks and let's go find them, and you guys are like, calm down, Holly.
Yeah.
Take a breath. Stoney says bye. So
all right.
We'll see you guys later.
Yep.
And make sure just to keep following along, and let's see what we can do about this and try and help not just the bin pickers, but also the rest of the community. Oh,
Mm-hmm.
here's Lindsay came in, and Lindsay gave a bunch of thumbs up.
Oh,
Bye, Lindsay.
thanks, Lindsay.
So, okay, if you haven't seen it all the way, go watch it. Let's talk
Yeah.
about, please give us feedback on what you think we've said. Bye.
Bye.
Bye.